Hey, what's up? It's your boy Paul Brantley. We're gonna get into SWV and Xscape, the Queens of R&B, season 1, episode 5. So it starts off with Tamika calling her sister Latasha so that they can set up a meeting so that they can meet. They're gonna meet up. She's gonna come to the studio where Latasha is recording. So we move on to Coco, who is they show Coco is in her closet, either organizing or packing, one or the other. Um, we move on to Taj. So Taj is actually doing a video call with her husband, and she started to do a strip tease. And as she didn't got halfway, well, just the shirt part. She didn't got through it. The husband gonna automatically he gonna wait a minute and then say, your son is on the line. Is on the call with. Is on the video call with me. Then the son gonna say, "Hey, mom, I'm here." She just like, "Oh shoot, oh shoot, this end this." I wait. Why did he wait? Why did her hubby wait till after she did start taking off? Started taking off the shirt to say that the son was there. So moving on from there, we move on to okay, so we move on to Latasha. So Latasha's in the studio listening to her new music that she's making for Motown. Since she got signed, she's very excited about it. Her husband is there. The loser husband, you know he gonna be there. He gotta be close. So he there listening to it too and whatever. So she goes. They show her in the studio, doing some work. Um, Tamika shows up. Tamika comes in. Her sister says she coming back out. So the Rocky, he speaks to his sister-in-law, and Tamika didn't speak back at all. So he felt a certain way about that. But he ended up calling him and the engineer left, and I know they had a talk. Yeah, so I said, so the sisters sit down, greet each other, and all that good stuff. So they sit down, get down to business. So, Tamika ended up telling her sister that she met up with mom and everything, and that she apologized to mom for disrespecting her in her house, cussing and all that stuff, and they, she apologized. They worked it out. So this started them to talk. So to Latasha was like, um. So the sisters were talking. They both were talking at the same time. So so where do we go from here? How did we? Latasha went like, how did we get here? Tamika was like, I don't know. We both done said a lot of things. We both done said harshful stuff to each other, and stuff like that. And to Latasha was like, people got to be accountable for their actions and all that stuff. And they both, to me, what I get from the sisters are neither one of them listens to each other. Really. They really don't listen. Like, they don't listen to each other. They don't really sit back and just listen to one another, just really speak their mind. But you can tell they get that from their mama, because she don't listen either. And like, you see it. So, they continue on with their little chit chat. They made up. Latasha said, sisterhood is everything. We done been down before. We done been down before. So we know how to get back to where the sisterhood was and stuff like that. And, they went through that. As that went on, they ended up, they hugged. They ended up hugging each other, embracing each other, hugging everything. And to me, it was about time, because they haven't talked in 3 months. So I was really excited about seeing them. I'm like, okay, so we back on good time. So we're good. Like, they done made up, so it shouldn't be as awkward as it was. I want to say between them two, because So we moving on from there. Move on to Sister Talk. So we move on to the ladies going they had dance tryout because they needed to get the dancers. So they, you know, they went to pick the dancers and stuff like that. Candy couldn't make it because Candy had something else to do, so she couldn't make it. So it was just both groups were there. The Candy was the only one that wasn't there. As they there, Lily then said that Lily said, so what? So what we looking for? Coke and White, somebody that can dance. That's that bitch. I love me some Coco. So, they ended up picking how many people did they pick? I think it was they picked a couple of dancers. They picked like 5, 6, something like that. I ain't keep count. So they ended up having a little bit of fun. So they was getting the choreographer was getting the dancers together as they was watching the dancers. Taj got up, joined in, and whatever and stuff. So the ladies ended up having a really good time. So we move on from there. We move on to okay, the dancers. Back to the when they met up dance, we end up finding out that Taj is the best dancer of SWV, and Tamika is the best dancer of Xscape. The worst dancer of Xscape is Candy. And Lily says she's the worst dancer of SWV. So moving on from there, we got SWV out, out and about, they go out for lunch and hookah. And so Taj ended up asking Lily about the book, about how her erotic books is going and stuff. And Lily said, they're going good, it can get hard writing these type of books and stuff like that. We ended up finding out in the confession, Coco asked a question. Coco was like, yeah, it would be Lily who would be writing these type of books because I see her writing them. She may say that I'm the sexual one, but no, it's her. So it's her. I said, oh, they're best. So they ended up. Taj ended up telling them what happened when she met her with Tamika. Everybody doing the ladies doing their stuff for the show. So she tell them, Tamika told we had issues about which song gonna go last. Understanding or week, I said it was your big week, and she went into telling them, Tamika told her about, the followers that Candy and Tiny has from, like Coco. So she waited to sum it up. She mostly was saying we're irrelevant. And Candy, it's also Coco and Lily White. Coco White, she the one they irrelevant. So yeah, to me, the followers don't mean shit. It really don't. It don't mean shit. Not a damn thing. But that's all that happened doing there. Oh, Lily also said, did you tell Candy and Tiny to kiss that that she can kiss their ass. I said I got to have Lily. So moving on, we move on to Tiny. So Tiny is at home. Her oldest daughter, I always forget her name. Start with a Z. I ain't even trying to. So she comes over, see her mom, and come over to the house and stuff. They in the kitchen. You got the youngest daughter, the baby girl. She on the damn counter, playing with, what was she? Playing with her snack or food? She playing with something. I think her snack or whatever. She's sitting on the damn counter. Tiny come in like, why is you on my counter? She's like, I'm playing with my food. I said, girl, she would have got her ass down right then and there. She would have got cussed out, to be honest, because she know better not to sit on my motherfucking counter. So, so Tiny ended up telling the oldest daughter about, like you missed out going to Florida with the family and stuff. She tell her about, Latasha ended up showing up for our mic check and everything. She told her about, the stuff that's been going on that, is kind of funny. She said that she feel, people been telling me about, Latasha, like, she gonna use me up and then she just gonna throw me away. I said, girl, you sound stupid as hell. Because that's the one person that it's like she haven't used you in any type of way. But if that's a narrative you want to play back, go with it. So her oldest daughter was like, so she said, yeah. She went, I'm not sure, because she was in a good mood at the show at our show that it was in Florida. She was in a good mood. And a really good spirit and everything, but she be going through the moves and stuff like that. And this may be, we got one more show coming up, and then we do have another show that she is not a part of because the group booked it. And the daughter was like, so you really did that? It was the daughter's reaction to her mom doing it. Like, y'all really went ahead and booked the deal without her? Like, the daughter knows it's not right, but y'all making this out to seem like, oh, she's all this and that. But I say it's all of y'all. It's not just one person, but y'all putting it all on her, which is what y'all gonna do. So after that, nothing else really happened during that part. So we move on from there. We move on to okay, move on to Lily. So Lily is with her sister. She ended up taking her grand puppy, which is her daughter's dog. Her daughter's out of town for 30 days, so she taking care of the dog. She don't know why she agreed to keep the dog for 30 days. But she did, She took the dog to the dog spa and everything, and, did all that. So as the dog went, she had to wash her dog. Wash the dog herself, and then they took her back and did the rest of the stuff. So as they waiting on the dog to get groomed and everything, she sit down with her sister. Her sister asks, so how's things going? And she tell the sister, I'm in charge of I'm in charge of wardrobe and stuff like that. And she went, I ain't trying to dress up in nothing skanky. And stuff. And the sister asks, so how y'all going to do this since y'all having a hard time just getting the show together and stuff? And Lily was like, let's just pray on it and see how it goes. Because she went, at this point, they look at us like they disrespecting us as a group, and we've been in the industry longer than them. They disrespect, and they have. Xscape has totally been disrespecting SWV this whole entire show for no reason. Like, y'all think y'all up where they at, and y'all are not. Y'all ain't even close. Y'all are known in Atlanta. That's it, to be honest. But move on from there. We move on to Coco and Candy. They ended up meeting up with the creator director, which I was so confused about it, because to go through the set list, the songs for the sets and stuff. So they going through that, and as getting there, they showed Coco in the confession. Coco was like, I don't understand why we even here with the creator director to go through song check. But as they started the meeting, they going through the songs. Coco saying, no, not that one. I ain't feeling that and stuff, because it's like the songs that were picked and how they were picked didn't flow right. It didn't flow. Yes, SWV will be starting off the show. Probably should be. And so they going through the list, and as they going through the list, Coco sitting there like, what? Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. Shane, that's slow. And he went, oh, that's slow. She went, yes, that is. So Coco was being Coco. And it was slow because the songs that they were picking was slow as hell. Like, you start off with Xscape with a good song. Boom, boom. Then it goes SWV. Not SWV, I mean, it go Xscape. These slow ass songs. And then it probably gonna pick back up again to boom, boom, boom. It's like, yeah, the whole set was not, it was more to Xscape setting so that they look good to me, because that's the way it was. But when they got down to the end of the list, he went through the list and it said weak, then understanding. Coco went, no, it should be understanding, then weak. And Candy went, no, I don't agree with that. We don't agree with that. And Coco was like, well, Coco went, we ain't gonna budge on where we at. So it's what it is. So yeah. So Candy White, yeah, well the other girls ain't gonna budge either. So it ain't gonna be no show, girl. Ain't gonna be no show. Ain't gonna be no show, girl. Cause I don't know why y'all think Understanding should be the last song. Don't nobody give a damn about that. I want to hear Weak. I'd rather hear Weak last than hear Understand. Ugh. But we move on from there. We move on to okay, back to Coco and Candy before I leave that spot. So when Coco was, saying now to some of the stuff, Candy in her confession, like, it's about time we got to see who the real Coco was, because, this all, I don't care, and this and that, that ain't the real Coco. It's like, girl, Coco has always been Coco. And it's like, they are grown-ass women. And this whole concept of this show didn't even live up to what it was supposed to be. Because y'all Xscape made it into some bullshit. It ain't even natural drama that really you want to see and shit. It's drama that I'm tired of seeing. A 30-year grudge girl for some money, girl that this happened 10 years or so down the road, and bitch you decide not to press charges on his ass. That's your problem. But you gonna bring it to the show like, oh, he recently just did this and he didn't. He did this years ago and you let the shit slide. But moving on, getting off topic. Get back to the show. So we continue with okay, so the ladies are on their way to meet the designer who are designing the clothes. So as they on their way to get there, you got Candy and Tiny riding together. And they joked about they was joking about how they didn't really get how SWV really was gonna come show up when they don't even really care about their clothing. And it's like, they do care about their clothing, but they don't wear the skanky shit that y'all wear. That's just it. And they talking about Tiny and her confession saying, girl, they dress like they in the 90s and stuff like that, and we dress like we used to dress like that in the 90s, but it's 2023. We dancing like, we dressing now. It's like, girl, y'all look tacky as hell, but keep it pushing. So we got Coco, Taj, and her son Jay. They in the car coming to see the designer or whatever. As they in the car, Taj asked Jay, so what was his decision? What decision did he come up with from the last time they talked? And he told that, he planned to go to college in the fall and stuff because he feel like he don't want to have any regrets of not finishing college, and everything. But he don't know what he's gonna take or whatever. So Coco was excited about it and everything. Taj was too. He smiled about it and whatever. You know, they showed a clip of everything that went on with him, and that we end up finding out that Coco didn't finish school. She went to she finished Coco didn't finish high school. She dropped out in the 10th grade. So it made more sense why she was so determined to make sure that one of her kids actually went to school, actually went to college and graduated, and whatever. And I get why she did it and stuff. And I'm glad that he made the decision for himself to actually go back to college and whatever he planned to do. They saying be a doctor. You'll be a doctor and a singer. It's like you can whatever your next second major may be, you can get the doctor degree and take up something else that you actually is interested in to doing. So moving from there, as everybody get to the place. So the designer is a designer that Xscape use. Y'all. Now the designer, y'all. He's a fashion designer. He makes design. I thought we was gonna walk in here and see designs of, gowns and all different stuff. We come to some strippers. they said SWV to the stripper design. To the stripper designer, y'all. I'm like, bitch, what? Why is we at it? And Tiny saying, we had used him before in one of our shows. He designed a couple of our performing outfits, and the stripper do look good though. I went, girl, no, it don't. I said, yes, I understand where he got to make his money. He got to make his money. Period. You in Atlanta, Magic City, all strip clubs probably all over the place. So make that money. I got no problem with it. But you should have had more stuff out showing, because they were in the back room, not in the front room. Front room, you seen the strip shit. But the back room, I should have seen more of your different stuff that you make other than your strip shit. But moving on, but that ain't that ain't got nothing to do with him. So Lily gonna be late. Cause she's showing up late. She'll be late. So, everybody else there, all the ladies are there except Lily. He's going through asking the ladies what they're like and whatever, asking them their style. Lily finally showed up. Lily was like, hold up. I thought we were going to see a designer. I thought I was going to get to see some gowns and stuff. She went, I see stripper shit. Like I'm in Magic City. I said, bitch, you do look like... They sent y'all to a Magic City, bitch. A Magic City designer, bitch. So they sent y'all there. So when Lily finally sit down, and she sees like what they was playing, Lily said, "Who wearing this? I ain't got no girl. My girls ain't go. I ain't got no girl to fit this." I said, "Bitch." Oh God, I love. So he goes around. He asks the ladies what their style and everything. So when he get to Latasha, she says sexy, but before she can finish what she was gonna say, you got her bullshitted ass sister, Tamika, butting in and said, oh, there go Diana. She Diana Ross of the group. She gonna come up and show up in something totally different than what we had. And I'm like, hold up. what is with all of this animosity and all of this? Why is you doing this shit? Cause y'all just made up, and y'all moving forward, but you acting like a fucking child. And I'm like, I'm over this. I'm over this. I said, because at this point you're being a bitch. You're being a total bitch for no reason. So you got the designer and his assistant his assistant slash boyfriend. They standing there looking like, what the hell going on here? Because after that, this is where the shit really go down. So, they bring up the set list and whatever, and Taj, said, me and Tamika was together, we had a debate trying to figure out which song supposed to go last. Should it be understanding or should it be weak? And I'm saying it should be weak because it's the biggest song. And Tamika, why it was the numbers and stuff. We were talking about numbers. And this is what really pissed Lily off. Lily went to clean off. Lily was pissed like a motherfucker. And Lily was like, let's be straight up 100. Lily went off. She said, Shwayne, this ain't Shwayne. Shwayne, I'm tired of being disrespected. Tired of being disrespected. I don't give a damn about no numbers. I don't give a damn about no Hollywood. Because if we wanted no numbers, this and that, straight a piano over a piano and some numbers. She said about if we wanted to be in Hollywood and be about numbers and all that stuff, we would do that. We can do that. And SWV can surely do that. Period. Period. No problem about it. So you got Tiny White, Tiny Family spoke up like, girl, Tiny White, you saying the same thing that we were saying, and we feel a way about our songs should be last and stuff like that. And I'm like, girl, but y'all song didn't make the numbers. Y'all song didn't make the numbers. So let's not sit here and play these damn games. So, at this point, it didn't make, so at this point, Coco pissed. Coco said, I'm tired of this shit. She like, it's getting on my motherfucker. So at this point, we might as well do our own sets. Our own set. Our group do ours, y'all do y'all's. And so Tamika gonna come in. Tamika said, so why you saying that? All of a sudden, because that's how I feel. I feel like that at this point. Because we're getting nowhere. And that's when Tamika started imitating. Okay, so Tiny want to get her 2 fucking cents in her confession, saying, they not, we having a 3D set and stuff, and they not like Michael Jackson or J-Lo, And I'm like, bitch, you will never be on Michael Jackson or J-Lo level. Period. Solo or in the group. Y'all production does not look that good. I'm not impressed. So, y'all spend money just to spend money. That's what y'all do. SWV do what they need to do. We're gonna spend this much money to blame, because we gotta make sure we gotta make sure we pay this, and who. Let's be real. Let's be real with this. Let's be real. So, Coco then came out, and Tamika Tamika started imitating her, saying you acting like a child and stuff. And Coco went, what? Coco went, girl, bye, bye, girl. Because at that point, Coco pissed than a motherfucker. Because I was pissed. Because it's like, you saying Coco act like a child, but actually, you've been acting like a child since you tried to dog your sister out just a few minutes ago. What she gonna wear and whatever. You did that. You've been acting like a child this whole fucking time. And now that they speaking up and saying what they want to say, it's a fucking issue. They say, oh, we not disrespecting. Bitch, y'all been disrespecting these women since the jump. But that ended. We ended from there. We move on to Xscape meeting up. I think they were just meeting up. But then it turned into a group meeting at that point, because Candy and Tamika you know, they all wanted to talk about this issue. So there's a promoter of theirs that they've been working with they have always worked with. Um, End up showing receipts, sent them receipts about Rocky. So Tamika and Candy ended up telling what happened. So the promoter said that the promoter had gave Rocky a kickback. He had got a kickback, and then they showed the receipts. So Tamika's give everybody the receipt of everything that happened. You know, Latasha defending her husband. Latasha went, a kickback? What are you talking about? And they showed her, she went, y'all believe that they went, no, Tamika went, that's his number. The taxes are between him and the promoter. That's his number. That's his cell number right there. So she looked at it. It's like you see. It's like Latasha. You see that is your husband's cell number, and that's him texting. He's saying the promoter already got 10 for Latasha, and so he asking the promoter for another 10. I'm like, what? So, you know, Candy feeling a certain way. Candy pissed like Candy went, you know, so Latasha said, so let me get this right. Latasha went, y'all believe this on top of that, but you're mad at me for what y'all accusing Rocky of? Candy went, yes, because y'all all won. Y'all all won. Like, y'all all won. Y'all all won. And I said, first of all, back it up, Candy. Because if y'all won, if she's won with her husband, then you won with yours. So with that Tamar crap that just went down, yeah, bitch, you won with yours. And your husband brought his ass and came to a woman and told a woman something. Yeah, get the fuck out my face, bitch. Shut up at this point, because you really pissing me off. So she, like, they want, I'm like, bitch, what they got to do with her? His action of what he did, you got the text of him getting money. So they continue with this meeting and stuff. So Latasha trying to figure out, okay, she don't believe it. You know, she defended her man. What she gonna do? All y'all sitting there gonna defend all y'all no good ass husbands. So why wouldn't she defend hers? Even though she got the proof, y'all still gonna defend y'all no good ass husbands. So she defended hers. So she ended up. So Tamika. So we got Tiny. So Tiny was like, you know, this is the real issue. This is the issue. So all money should be on the table. And honestly, it should. But he has, at this point, y'all should have said he has to go. It's like, for now on, if you're going to do business with Xscape, he cannot be no part in Xscape. You have to get a new manager. When you dealing with, they need to come out with a rule. You need the new manager we get, the management team, that's who we going to deal with. Your husband cannot have any involvement in it. Even though he's your manager, he can't have no involvements in Xscape doing. That's what y'all need to come up with at this point, because he's doing slick shit on the side. And she looked like, to me, Latasha looked like she didn't know a damn thing about it. Nothing. So y'all mad at her when y'all should be mad at him. And I want to know, if this did happen, did the promoter pay him that other 10? Because the promoter paid him that other 10, then y'all need to stop fucking with him too. Because they also went through, they showed another text where Rocky said that she's the, you know, because the promoter wanted all 4 ladies. And he's saying that, you know, that Latasha gonna be the one that bring the house down and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, this man is not good for her. And y'all know he's not good for her. But none of y'all mans are good either. But she ended up calling him, and that's where it went off. So like, subscribe, comment, share on all social medias. How y'all feel about the show or anything. For me, at this point, I'm over this bullshit. This shit then came to bullshit at this point, because Xscape is tiresome. They're tiresome. Because if y'all wanted to do all this shit, y'all should have just had y'all own little show and did this. Y'all could have did all this shit in private. Cause the show was supposed to be about something else. And it was mostly about bullshit. But that's all, y'all. Like, subscribe, comment, and share on social medias. It's your boy Paul Brantley. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll get back at y'all later.